Listen to me very carefully. If you are nearing retirement, or if you are already there, you need to understand that your time and your money are the two most valuable assets you have left. And right now, a lot of you are looking at your life, your volunteer work, your consulting gigs, or even just managing your estate, and you are feeling completely overwhelmed. You hear people talking about these complex software tools like ClickUp. They tell you it's the one app to replace them all. But let me tell you what happens. You log in, you look at the screen, and fear sets in. You see a million buttons, endless menus, and notifications flashing at you, and you start to think, have I lost my edge? Am I too old to figure this out? No, you are not. The problem isn't you. The problem is that you are trying to use a massive corporate bulldozer when all you really need is a simple garden shovel to tend to your retirement years. ClickUp is a powerful platform, yes, but it was built for hypergrowth tech companies and massive remote teams. When you force yourself to use a tool that is too complicated for your actual needs, you are committing an act of self-sabotage. You waste days watching YouTube tutorials just to figure out how to make a basic to-do list, and that is money and time bleeding right out of your life. So the question you must ask yourself is this: who are the competitors of ClickUp that will actually give me my life back? Who are the ones that protect my peace of mind instead of draining my energy? Because you do not need to settle for an overwhelming system just because the corporate world uses it. Let's look at the first real alternative, and it is the absolute gold standard for simplicity. It is called Trello. Trello does not overwhelm you with deep nested folders or complex custom tracking fields. Instead, it looks exactly like a physical bulletin board with index cards stuck to it. You create a card for a task, say, fix the roof or update the trust portfolio, and you physically drag that card from a column that says to do to a column that says done. It is visual. It is intuitive. It gives you that instant feeling of accomplishment without making you feel like you need a degree in computer science just to check something off your list. If you are terrified of technology but you still want to stay organized, Trello is where you go to feel safe. But what if your fear isn't just about the technology being too hard? What if you are someone who likes a clean list, but you want a little more structure because you are managing a small consulting project or coordinating a major charity event? Then you need to look at Asana. Asana is a direct, heavy-hitting competitor to ClickUp, but it does something ClickUp fails to do. It keeps things clean. When you look at Asana, you see beautiful, calming white space. It doesn't scream at you with a million features you don't need. It asks you, very simply, what do you need to do today? You can view your tasks as a simple list, a calendar, or a board. It expands as you need it, but it stays out of your way when you don't. It respects your focus. Now, I know some of you are sitting there thinking, Susie, I don't want a tool that just tracks tasks. I have notes. I have ideas for the book I'm finally writing. I have travel itineraries. And I want everything in one single place without paying multiple subscriptions. If that is you, your competitor is Notion. Notion is completely different. It is essentially a digital notebook, a blank canvas where you write just like you would in a regular Word document, but you can organize those pages into a beautiful personal wiki. You can have a page for your medical records, a page for your weekly budget, and a page for your family tree. It is as simple or as deep as you want it to be. The power is entirely in your hands, not forced upon you by a cluttered interface. And finally, for those of you who say, I don't want to learn a single new company name, I just want what works with what I already have, you need to look at Monday.com. Monday.com is incredibly colorful, highly visual, and excels at showing you the big picture at a single glance. It uses bold color-coded labels. Green for done, red for stuck, yellow for working on it. So you can look at your dashboard for 5 seconds and know exactly where your life stands. You must understand the core truth here. Choosing the wrong software is exactly like buying an annuity with fees you don't understand. Creates a state of confusion, and confusion leads to paralysis. You stop tracking your goals, you let important things slide, and you lose control. So here is your actionable takeaway, and I want you to write this down. Do not go out and sign up for ClickUp just because it's popular. I want you to go to Trello or Asana today. Sign up for their free tier, do not pay a single dime yet. Spend exactly 20 minutes setting up one simple project, whether it's planning your next vacation or listing out your retirement income streams. If, after 20 minutes, you feel your shoulders dropping and you feel a sense of clarity, you have found your tool. If you feel your chest tightening and your blood pressure rising, close the tab and walk away. You have worked too hard for too many years to let a software application dictate your happiness. Stand in your power, choose simplicity, and protect your time.